What's up everyone, Justin here with the shortest video I've ever made talking about the smallest account I've ever covered. So a week ago, me and my friend LSP tuned into an interview with Myth-informed director Brian Edwards hosted by this guy going by Black Pill Mick. And we made such a fuss in chat that they brought us on for an impromptu debate on gay and trans issues. The day after, Black Pill Mick uploaded a scripted video to his YouTube channel titled Transgenders, Suicide Rates After Transition, and Mental Health, What They Don't Want You to Know. It's like 4 minutes long, so watch it real quick to make sure I'm not lying about it. I'm not making this video to bully a smaller creator by sending in my army of loyal fans who definitely exist and would totally do it. They're busy, you know, they'll start returning my calls. No, I want to show you what he and people like him mean when they try to talk about science and evidence.
In these studies I'm about to show you, it shows that maybe trying to bend reality to our wills isn't the better way forward.
When someone says they're going over studies in a video, the first thing I do is check the description for their sources. In his video description, he only lists one study that he did not read. I don't mean he misinterpreted the results or is cherry-picking data. I mean he makes such a basic error about the study that it is clear that he did not read it.
It's people who are trying to bend reality to their subjective feelings rather than change their mindset to align more with reality. Shows 20 times that of comparable peers. Peers who maybe underwent counseling instead of physically transitioning.
No, the control group was random cis people from the general population. But he says it was peers who maybe underwent counseling instead of physically transitioning. He's so deeply incurious that he didn't even bother to write his video. The vast majority of the words coming out of his mouth are ripped verbatim from one article that he does not source. It's lazy at best and plagiarism at worst. I think the reason he didn't source this article is, well, plagiarism, but also because its title would reveal the one Google search of research he put into his video about what they don't want you to know. Sex reassignment doesn't work. Here is the evidence. By the way, Mick, it might have taken me longer to figure out what you were doing if you weren't, very obviously reading something while you were on camera. Now, I'm not going to debunk this article with evidence in this video for two reasons. One, I already did that 3 years ago in my second ever video. I go over this article and the study he linked in detail there, and hey, ignore that, I needed the money. And two, because it doesn't matter to him. He didn't come to his conclusion based on evidence, so the evidence will do nothing to sway him. Instead, he just knows that he's a rational boy with a big little brain, so he just knows reality when he sees it. The truth is what he thinks, so obviously the studies will back him up if someone else would find them for him, please. And if you show him evidence contrary to what he believes, establishment, ideology, Galileo! He already knows what reality is, so why would he need to look it up? He's wearing rationality like a costume. Mick is exactly the type of guy who would watch a video of homemade fireworks going off and scream, "Hell yeah, science, bitch!" So don't waste time swapping evidence back and forth with anyone before getting an answer to this question. If the evidence clearly and objectively went against your position, would you change it? Mick would say no. I know that because I asked him and he told me. If 100% you agreed that the scientific evidence said all these things.
I don't think it's if there's evidence that solved the gender dysphoria in children to give them puberty blockers,
yeah,
would I support giving them puberty blockers?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so stop pretending you care about science. And look, it's fine to think beyond science and studies when forming your opinion, but don't sit there and say that everyone else thinks that the feelings of the subjective trump objective reality when you're very clearly just talking from your gut. Or in this case, someone else's gut. See me after class.